What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So today, very eager and was very excited to get my hands on this upon launch. I tormented myself for about 24 hours and finally pulled the trigger the next day after this launched in the United States. We're talking about a flanker of a flanker here today. Brand new release from Viktor and Rolf. Spicebomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum. Stay tuned.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
So yes, I pulled the trigger on it. You know, I really want something if I'm willing to pay full retail. And for those of you wondering, Viktor and Rolf does use Afterpay just like Fragrance X and Fragrance Net does. So just saying. So before we jump into the fragrance, let's look at some of the goodies that came with it, because it did come with a few extras for those that are purchasing. I don't know how long they're running it. Let's check them out. So the first goodie is just a little overnight bag. Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb Night Vision. Has the green zipper to go with the theme. You know, I'm sure that's faux leather. It doesn't strike me as genuine leather. With canvas upper. Has the typical handle. You know, a little overnight toiletry bag. No compartments or anything. Nothing special, but it is pretty cool that it has the Spicebomb branding. I have, you know, some John Barbados ones. I have some from Bulgaria. I got a collection of these, but this isn't what we're here for. Speaking of things that you're not here for, came with a little bitty shower gel. Isn't it cute? It's just a little bitty shower gel. Thought it was getting a decent sized bottle, but I'll try it out. You know, I haven't smelled it. I wanted this to be a genuine first impressions with this, but it did also come with a shower gel. Now on to what we're here for. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new release, newest Spicebomb flanker. That's actually a flanker to the flanker, the Eau de Parfum. This is going to be a fingerprint magnet. You can actually see the juice level in there too. You can't really see it in night vision, extreme, but you can see it on there. You see the official batch code. You know, standard fare. It's the grenade. Looks like it actually leaked a little bit though. That's very disappointing. Not a lot of leakage, but I can smell it though. Still a little leakage nonetheless. Yeah, that's definitely familiar. And you know, got the pin off, and I do have the original right here. So we'll compare Night Vision to Night Vision Eau de Parfum. So I'm gonna give Night Vision a spray right there on my left arm. And we are going to go right arm with the Eau de Parfum, spray and a half. So for comparison's sake, we can check it out that way. So here we are. Let's give it a first spray. A first sniff. It's a lot smoother in the opening, I'll tell you that. Yeah, the Eau de Toilette's got a bit more edge to it, if you will, because it's a lighter compound with it being an Eau de Toilette. I actually get fantastic performance out of the Eau de Toilette. I'm in the minority of people that actually really like Night Vision. And this is just an upgrade in every way, just based off the opening on first sniff. It definitely has more spice lingering in the background than the opening of the original. It's more full-bodied. I know it has these nutty notes and added pistachio and some form of a balsam. I forgot which, not Tolu balsam. I forgot which balm is in this, but it doesn't have as much of the bubblegum opening, the Invictus type opening that the Eau de Toilette has. Yeah, it's not so much, but it's definitely smoother. I'm sure that's what they were going for with the Eau de Parfum. I'm sure that's why they decided to make a flanker to Night Vision, because it got a lot of mixed reviews when it came out, for sure. Like I said, I'm in the minority of people that really enjoy it. It's mass appealing. It's in a spicy Invictus, essentially. This is definitely much more complex, and it's much, much smoother. I don't feel like it's really screaming off of my arm as much as the Eau de Toilette. But at the same time, the Eau de Toilette is a lighter compound. It's going to project more than the Eau de Parfum by nature. Longevity will be something to determine later, though, because that's another thing with the original Night Vision. I get, you know, every bit of 8-9 hours with that fragrance. It's, you know, does great off of my skin. But I definitely get the nuttiness. I definitely can't pick out anything. It doesn't have an almond smell, but you can definitely get a nuttiness to it. Maybe the pistachios kind of was jumping out at me a little bit. Nothing real distinct though, but there's a creaminess without being overly creamy. And that red pepper spice is just hanging out in the background. There's no dominant cinnamon or anything like that, or heavy pepper. I know there's I don't remember exactly, but I'm sure there's a little pepper in here, and it's not overly peppery, but there's a nice underlying spice just staying smooth and consistent throughout, just based off of this opening and what's now becoming the early stages of the transition. But it's not coming off real heavy off of my skin. Now, there's a possibility that I'm starting to go a little anosmic to it because I'm sitting here sniffing spices back and forth. That tends to happen with spicy fragrances in my nose, and I know that happens to a lot of others as well. But I tell you what, if you weren't that big of a fan of the Eau de Toilette, it was kind of meh for you, this might be better. Now, am I saying run out and pay $120 for it? Of course not. Only if you were a big fan of this one, or you even going to consider paying retail for this one. I eagerly wanted to get it because I'm a fan of this one. I love the entire line. The next time they drop a flanker, I'll probably pay full retail for that one too, just because I don't want to wait. I don't want to sit here and watch my peers make all these videos and me wishing I could smell it and just itching and dying to smell it. Screw it. Let me get a bottle. I know I'm going to like it. Let me just get a damn bottle. And here I am. And I'll tell you right now, upon first impression, I definitely like it. It's much deeper. It's much smoother. It's a lot more well-rounded than the Eau de Toilette. And like I said, I like the Eau de Toilette. But based off of what I'm smelling right now, I have a feeling I'm going to like the Eau de Parfum a whole lot more. I'm actually going to make this my scent of the day tomorrow, which at the time you're going to see this video, it's my scent of the day because I'm recording this the night before. Might be a little much for the heat. I don't know. We'll find out because I did wear Night Vision Eau de Toilette like 2 weeks ago, and that's a little much for the heat. So my first impressions on this one is definitely, at the very least, sample worthy. If you like Night Vision Eau de Toilette, might be a must-have. If you don't like Night Vision at all and it was a complete pass for you, you might not like this one either. But it definitely changed for the better, and I can see this one being much more popular than the Eau de Toilette. It's just a lot smoother. If you're looking for a projection monster, though, this is not going to be it. At least what I'm smelling right now. When I walk by somebody tomorrow, it might be a different story. But I have a feeling the longevity will be nice and smooth and rich and just long lasting, and it's just, I think it's going to be good. So that's my first impression. Super, super excited to have this. You have no idea how excited I am to have this. And until next time, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you are excited to get your hands on this? I know I was, because you know me, I'm bargain hunter. I'm Mr. Cheapies and all that good stuff. Normally, I would wait and wait and wait, try to find a tester, because actually all of my Spicebomb fragrances are testers, so I can get some sort of good price on them. I wasn't waiting for this. As soon as it got announced, I got excited. I started seeing my friends over in the UK got it first and doing their videos on it. I was getting a little jealous, eager for the US release, because I really wanted this fragrance. And as soon as I saw Victor and Rolf launch it in the US, I tormented myself till I finally pulled the trigger, and I'm super happy to have it. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Night Vision EDP, you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.
Not a drill.